Or afternoon, everybody, depending on where you're logging in from. This is a special Saturday morning presentation with Sherlock Nation, specifically targeting the continent of Africa and Nigeria. For all of our members across the ocean, we thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule for being here today. This is a special call we wanted to have with our CEO, Mr. Michael Wiedder, who's going to share with you guys some new updates that's taking place with the company, and especially our getting started with 2016. And what's going to happen with those of you in Nigeria that's going to get started with us, and where you're going to be over the next couple of months we have coming on board. So you're definitely in the right place at the right time to take advantage right now. So without further ado, I want to bring to the table our CEO, Mr. Michael Wiedder.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. You're good to go.
Okay, wonderful. I want to say hello to everybody in Africa, and I want to give you guys a kind of an overview, not only of the company and where we're going and what the opportunity is for you, but I also want to give you a little bit of an overview about the industry on the whole. And one of the things that I want to do, this is basically the latest statistics that we have from what's happening with direct selling and network marketing from around the world. And the figure basically was published in May of 2015, so we don't have 2015 statistics yet, but we do have 2014 statistics. And I want to show you what's happening in direct sales, network marketing, and the growth in network marketing, and then I want to compare it to what's happening with our company. So when you look at it and you look at the different figures and what's happening, you can see North America, $36 billion in sales in 2014, South and Central America, $31 billion, Western Europe, $24 billion, Africa and the Middle East, $1 billion, Central and Eastern Europe, $8 billion. This is basically total direct sales for 2014. It was $182 billion around the world, guys, and let's look at the trends that's happening. Global sales and direct sales were up 6.4% in 2014. So we've had, we basically have had good steady growth here, really over the last 5 years in direct sales. Here's the thing that you also have to understand. It's not just a direct sales, but also being an entrepreneur, being a solopreneur. You're seeing a growth, and you're seeing the entrepreneur factor and people wanting to own their own businesses and be their own boss. You're seeing a significant trend in that. You're not only seeing it in the TV shows that are happening, but you're seeing it in companies like Uber, for example, and Airbnb that are actually giving people an opportunity to be a solopreneur, to be an entrepreneur, to be able to earn additional money. So you're starting to see kind of an acceptance of that and getting away a little bit from the employee mentality. And so we're perfectly positioned. That's another trend that you're going to continue to see here. Let's look at the sales force and where the growth is and how many people are now participating also in direct sales. In North America, you've got 19 million, South and Central America, 14 million, Western Europe, 3.5 million, Africa and the Middle East, 1.5 million, Central and Eastern Europe, 1.5 million, and Asia and Pacific, 51 million people. So for a total sales force of almost 100 million people in direct sales right now around the world. What's significant about this, guys, is that right now we have over 7 billion people on the planet. So literally we have just about 1% of the population is involved in direct sales. We haven't even come close to hitting a tipping point yet. Imagine when we get to 10%, 5%, and the growth that you're going to see there. And also, when you look at the amount of money being earned in direct sales, the previous slide I had showed you guys that there was $182 billion generated in direct sales. If you take an average commission rate of 40%, $80 billion being paid in commissions around the world, it averages about $200 million a day. The great thing also about Sherlock, when you look at Sherlock, because we're not a physical product company and we don't have the manufacturing costs, the warehousing, the shipping costs, and I can tell you because in my background I've also given the seed capital to 2 network marketing companies to get started, they usually look to mark their products up 7 times and take it to the market so that they can pay out 40% in commissions. And now what you're seeing is that you're starting to see companies that have physical products, whether it's a health and nutrition product, whether it's a cosmetic product or what have you, you're starting to see people that basically are no longer with that company putting their products up for sale on eBay and Amazon, usually for a much lower price than people can buy wholesale as distributors for those companies. So again, you know, when you're looking at trends, because of the fact that we're a technology company, a digital company, our payout has averaged over 68% of every dollar that comes in. So not only are we able to pay more, are we able to pay more out in commissions, but also what's happening is that we're about saving people time and money. Rather than taking products, you know, that you have to mark up 7 times to be able to create a 40% commission rate for distributors in the field. I want to talk a little bit about what happened last year with Sherlock and really where we're going this year. So last year, so this is basically, if you look at the last 3 years, you look at 2000, 2013, 14, and 15, we've had a growth rate of over 300%. A 300% growth rate in the last 3 years. Now, the reason that I actually bring this figure out to you is, again, to compare it to what's happening in the industry. As you've seen with previous slides, the growth rate in the industry has been about 6% a year. We've grown at 300% a year, or 300% over the last 3 years. And why is that important, guys? I'm going to share with you a little bit about what happens with some of the iconic companies in network marketing and the growth curve that happens. And what happens is generally, and the example that I want to give here is Nu Skin. Nu Skin is one of the iconic companies in the network marketing space. They actually, the company is 22 years old now. They started in 1984. Actually 84, 94, 2004, 2014, they're actually 32 years old, excuse me. In 1984 they started. It took them 5 years to get to $40 million in sales. And why is that important? The reason it's important is usually in network marketing, years 1 through 5 are what's called the formulation and concentration phase. This is where companies really, they build their foundation, they build their infrastructure, they come out with their products, they get the feedback from the field, they refine their products, and usually it takes them a good 5 years in the formula and concentration phase to be able to build the foundation for then the successful companies to go into what's called massive momentum. And if you look at what's happened here, guys, in 1989, they went to $40 million in sales. The next year, they went to $240 million in sales, a 600% growth. They doubled the year following, and then in 1993, literally in a 4-year time period, during that time, they went to $1 billion in sales. During that time, they created over 500 millionaires and many, many other people that were making, you know, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year. They now have been in stability for decades, and their latest sales figures, I think, for last year was $2.5 billion. But during that time, guys, they've created a legacy for many, many families and completely impacted and changed families, you know, not only their financial fortunes, but also, you know, those of their families as well, and generations for some, you know, for some families. All this, guys, in a field basically which is, as you know, Nu Skin is a cosmetic company. We at Sherlock are in front of some of the greatest trends that are happening around the world right now with regards to e-commerce and mobile commerce and the growth of it, which I'm going to show. So when you look at the size of the industry there in cosmetics, and you look at the size of our industry, which is $1 trillion industry, guys, in e-commerce, growing at 20% per year around the world, with a product that you give away for free, you make money as people benefit, and you build a team of people to do the same thing. I think that you can see that our opportunity is significantly greater than the Nu Skin opportunity that they had. And look what they were able to accomplish, as well as companies like Amway and Herbalife and Mary Kay and those companies, those types of companies as well. I want to talk a little bit about our brand, because one of the things that we did in 2015 is we changed our branding. And the reason that we did that is previously we were just a shopping app where you could go and you could find the, good deals on on products and services and be able to purchase those deals and then be able to make usage income. We now have changed from Shopping Sherlock to Sherlock Nation. And the reason that we've done that is that we've expanded basically our product base. And we also changed our website to be able to reflect that. So this is the new look and feel of our website. We've also created new movies for you to be able to share the opportunity with people. So, one of the things about network marketing is, again, simple, making it simple and duplicatable. With our movies, you can just basically, guide people to the website. They can watch the movies. There are 3 literally minute movies that run concurrently that talk about our product and the opportunity, also with Shopping Sherlock. We've also added a loyalty program, guys. So what happens now is that as you give away the app or your friends give away the app, they get loyalty points that they can then be able to exchange for Amazon gift cards to be able to buy products and services, or to be able to buy products through Amazon. This is a program that you're going to continue to see. So we just launched that in September of last year. You're going to continue to see the growth of our loyalty program as well, and part of that is to continue to incentivize people to be able to use the app. We also came up with Sherlock University. Sherlock University is a training platform that not only trains your new people on how to use Sherlock, how to use our products, but also in the industry, how to build their network marketing business. And then also for personal and professional development, we also have training from some of the top people with regards to LinkedIn marketing, social media marketing, and personal development. We have one of the top John Maxwell trainers from around the world that also has training programs on personal development as well. So this is something that we're going to continue to build that has significant value for people and helping them be successful in their businesses. We also launched Sherlock Travel, which is our travel platform. Sherlock Travel, basically, we worked with one of the top travel providers from around the world. They just, have undergone also some changes, and you're going to see the new travel platform here. We launched it in September, but they've undergone some changes. You're going to see our new travel platform come out this month, in the month of March, and we're really excited about that and some of the additional deals. But these have great savings that a lot of people have been able to take advantage of, and literally, been able to save, $200 to $500 on a trip just by using our Sherlock Travel platform. We also have Sherlock Local. Now, I know you guys are excited about Sherlock Local. We launched the product in September of last year. We've now come back and kind of taken it based on the feedback that you guys have given. We've come back, we've taken it in-house, and we're doing a managed rollout with it. We've got a group of people that had been with another company that were looking to do something similar, but that company was never able to come out with a product. They saw what we were doing. They came to us and said they would like to be able to work with us and be able to really take Sherlock Local to the next level. So they've helped to be able to refine the program for us. You can see it at SherlockLocal.com with the changes and the updates, and we're actually going to do a managed rollout with it where we're rolling it out in specific parts of the world. We're getting the feedback from the businesses, and then we'll be rolling it out worldwide. The great thing about Sherlock Local, guys, is that a lot of the businesses have been watching growth in e-commerce and mobile, and they're wondering, how do I participate? They're losing business to these companies that are being aggressive online, and they're wondering, how do I participate? Sherlock Local is that answer. Not only does it give the small businesses the ability to be able to create coupons, discounts, and specials and deliver them over the mobile app and drive revenue for them, but also from our standpoint, from a representative, for our affiliates, for you guys, and also for your customers, it makes our app more valuable because there's all kinds of local deals that will be available. So it makes our app more valuable, it increases engagement, and it increases the usage income. So this is a great win-win-win program. We're really looking forward to being able to roll this out for countries around the world. So you're going to see this also probably in the next 60 to 90 days be rolled out around the world as well. So that's Sherlock Local. We also have a fundraising platform for being able to do fundraising that we rolled out. And then we came out with new ranks. One of the things that we want to do is in their career with Sherlock, we want to take them basically through the program. So we came out with the star rank. We came out with new diamond ranks as well. The diamond, the double diamond, the triple diamond, and the black diamond. We've created a new back office, guys, and the new back office helps you manage your business even better. So we changed the back office. So literally, guys, for $279 and for $49 a month, so $279 initial purchase price and $49 a month, you have your own business and can manage your own business anywhere in the world. Not only are you able to see the growth of your organization around the world with this, but you're also able to see the growth of your customer base and where your customers are coming from and how much they're using the app as well. And all of that for literally $50 a month for a little more than a cup of coffee really a day, or depending where you're at, in Starbucks basically a cup of coffee here, a small cup of coffee in the United States is $2 for a small cup. Less than a small cup of coffee a day, you're able to have your own business, worldwide business, with tracking and being able to manage that business right from your back office. We came up with new bonus pools. Part of the bonus pools that we came up with are, we've got, one of the things that we have is the new diamond bonus. So if you're a diamond with this company, you participate in being able to get a percentage of revenue from the company every month. We also came up with the new cab bonuses. For the cab bonuses, all you need to do is bring in 2 new affiliates in a week and 2 new customers, and you participate in the cab bonus, which has been averaging $125 to $150 a share. So those are some of the things that we came up with, and I want to talk about kind of what our strategies are also for 2016, for this year, and some of the additional things that you can expect from us. Now, here's, as we look at Sherlock again, I want to give you guys an idea of the field that we're in and the market that we're in, because in business, it's about timing and trends. It's about getting in front of the right trends at the right time and then being able to execute. So with that being said, when you look at the global e-commerce market, eMarketer, which is a respected worldwide data analysis firm, said that consumers in 2016 spent $1.67 trillion online in 2015. Why is that important? One of the reasons it's important, guys, is that in 2011, it went to $1 trillion. And so you've seen it's gone up 50% literally in a 4-year time period. 50% in a 4-year time period. And this is not 50% of $1 million company that's growing at 50%. This is not 50% of $1 billion or $100 billion industry. This is 50% growth, guys, in a trillion industry. And I want you to understand the magnitude of that. It took e-commerce literally about 15 years to get to $1 trillion in sales. It took the automobile industry 100 years to get to $1 trillion in sales. And with the growth that you're seeing in automobiles in some of the developing nations like India, for example, with over 1 billion people, or in China with over 1 billion people, with growing middle classes. So you would think, looking at that industry, you would think that you would see tremendous growth rate in the automobile industry. The automobile industry is growing at 4% a year. And it took 100 years to get to $1 trillion in sales. E-commerce got to $1 trillion in sales in a little over a decade and is growing at 20% per year. So those are some of the reasons that we're so excited about Sherlock. By 2019, eMarketer projects online purchases will more than double to $3.5 trillion, guys, in the next 3 years. With Sherlock, we give you an opportunity to participate from that growth and to be able to profit from it. That's why we're so excited about Sherlock. When you look at the top 10 e-commerce markets around the world, look at, if you look at China and you look at the USA and you look at Brazil, Africa is still, not in the top 10 yet, but will continue to grow and be in the top 10 here very quickly. So we're really excited about the growth that we're going to see in Africa. But look at the growth. Look at the growth, guys, in China. 42% growth year over year in China. That's happening. Look at the growth, and again, in Japan and South Korea. Asia is exploding right now. Many parts of the world are exploding, and you're going to see continued growth in e-commerce as well around the world and in Africa. And here's what's driving it, guys. It's mobile commerce. An average consumer spends 220 minutes on their mobile devices daily. That's almost 4 hours, and that's the average consumer. They just did a survey on college campuses in the United States, and they found that the average college girl spends 10.5 hours a day on their mobile phone. 10.5 hours a day. It's literally an extension of them. 30% of U.S. commerce. So you've got the millennials that have grown up with this technology, and it does not leave home, basically. They do not leave home. In fact, they sleep with their mobile phone right next to them, and the first thing that most of us do now when we wake up in the morning is go to our mobile phones. 30% of U.S. e-commerce sales are driven through mobile, and it's actually even higher in many other parts of the world. Mobile retail sales increased almost 40% in 1 year, guys. You saw mobile commerce grow almost 40% in 1 year. We're already past the tipping point. Africa has been on the forefront of being able to make mobile payments with mobile wallets for several years now, and what you're going to see over the next several years is the growth in commerce using that mobile phone. And again, you're perfectly positioned to take advantage of those trends. Let me talk a little bit more about some of our expansion plans, because these are the areas that we're really focused on for 2016. Latin and South America, Africa and Asia, you're going to see some major expansion plans happen. Now, we have been in the process of getting incorporated in Nigeria. It's taken a little longer than we had hoped. I appreciate those of you that have had patience, but we're close to basically getting that done. What that will do for you guys is it'll allow us to be able to open a local bank account so that you'll no longer be subject to the not only the currency fluctuations, but also the fees that are being charged for currency conversion. So we knew that that was important. We're committed to the African market, guys, because we know what the growth is going to be over there. And so you're going to see that, so that it's been a little bit of a process for us, but we're close to getting that done to be able to facilitate local payments over there. It's going to be important also with our Sherlock Local to be able to do that. So we're excited about that, but these are really where our major expansion plans are looking for this year. And also some of the things that you're looking at, again, we've got our new app that we're coming out with, and you're going to see that, I would say probably May, the way that it's going right now, we're looking at May. We're going to be improving the user experience. That's some of the feedback that we've got, so we're going to be improving that user experience. We're improving our invite system to make it easier to be able to invite people, to be able to, not to be able to become customers, to be able to view the opportunity. Literally, guys, you can run a worldwide business right now from your mobile phone. And we're at the forefront of that. And what we're doing is literally taking the information that we've got from you guys from the field, like any technology company does, and continue to improve the experience and continue to improve the product. We're looking to add more global affiliate partnerships with companies and businesses around the world, with the affiliate networks, to be able to have more and more purchasing and partnership opportunities for not only our affiliates, but also for your customers to be able to continue to use it. You're going to see our coupon program come up with coupons from around the world as well. You're also going to see mobile advertisements working with the top advertising networks to be able to improve and increase the usage income as well. You've seen our social media communications start to get better. We're now doing also from a communication standpoint, besides our social media that we're doing, because we hired a communication and marketing specialist, you're also now seeing a weekly newsletter coming out from the company to all the affiliates, not only highlighting all the new things that are happening, the meetings that are happening around the world, but the success stories also of our affiliates and recognition as well. So this is something that's already well underway here for 2016. Also from a notification standpoint, as people advance through the ranks, not only are they being notified and getting congratulated through email and on social media, but we're also notifying their sponsors and the upline globals as well to be able to share in that recognition. I want to talk a little bit about the value of the Sherlock business. Because when you look at business, basically, and you want to put a value to it, people will look and say, hey, is that a good value? At $279 to be able to start your own business, to have a worldwide business, and then be able to have $50 a month to be able to manage and keep and support your business, that's a phenomenal value. But I compare it to kind of what some of the other, put some really figures on it. What's the value of a business that pays residuals, guys? Now, in order to get a residual payment, to make residual money, a lot of times one of the ways that people look to be able to do it is they either invest their money in something or they basically put it in the bank, and they get a very low rate of interest rate basically when it goes in the bank. So literally in the United States, I'm not sure what it is in Africa, but in the United States, if you want to have, for example, if you put $1 million into an investment, if on a very conservative investment, you're looking at about a 4 to 5% return, on a $1 million investment. So you'd be looking at literally at 4%, say $40,000 a year by having $1 million in the bank. If you if you invest the money with a brokerage firm or what have you. Now there's years where that could be down, as much as 10 to 20%. The safest way is to put it in the bank and get interest, in which case you'll get about 1% interest. So for that $1 million, you'll make $10,000 a year, or less than basically $1,000 a month. So what's the value of being able to build a worldwide business where you make residual income from the efforts of other people as well? we say that's $1,000 basically to build a business that has residual income. No geographic limitations. In franchising, guys, you actually pay a franchising fee anywhere from $25,000 to sometimes over $100,000 to have a specific geographic location that you control, and that usually is number of households. So you're looking at a typical franchise maybe being able to get 20 to 30,000 households, and for that you pay literally a franchise fee that says $50,000. With us, not only are there no geographic limitations, but you can do business anywhere in the world. And in Africa, you find a lot of people, a lot of Africans are living in different countries around the world. As you know, you never know when you're going to meet, when you've got somebody or you come up with, meet somebody that's got a center of influence that then has people in Europe, North America, Asia, the South Pacific. So no geographic limitations. Again, we put a business value of $1,000 on that. Having mentors. In network marketing, guys, your success basically also benefits others as well. This is not a corporate environment where there's a limited amount of top-level positions and it's kind of a dog-eat-dog environment where everybody's basically going for the limited amount of positions, the executive positions that are available in a corporation, and it becomes cutthroat and petty and so forth. With this, you've got people and the leaders of the company that are willing to be able to help you, to be able to show you how to do the business. What's that worth? Mentorship is critical and it's important. $2,000. To grow without hiring employees or dealing with any kinds of inventory and payroll and all of that. For those of you that are involved in business basically and have to hire and manage employees, the great thing about network marketing is everybody's an independent contractor. You don't have to worry about hiring employees and payroll and business taxes and insurance and everything else that's involved with being able to build and own your own business. The company takes care of all that for you. What's that worth? $5,000. Covering the cost basically of capital investment, legal, product development, research, payroll, inventory, all those other parts that are basically running a business. We cover the cost of that. You don't have to do that. That's worth $8,000. We put a total value, basically a business value on your Sherlock business of $14,000. And what's your cost? $279 to be able to own your own business and have all of this taken care of for you. We also, one of the things that we're really excited about, guys, is we're doing a Greek island. It's not just about building a business and being able to do that. We're also about building a culture. We are about empowering people's lives financially, professionally, and building a culture where we celebrate each other's successes and also are able to go out and experience the incredible things that our world has to offer. Last year, in 2015, we actually did a Caribbean cruise where we went to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. This year, we're doing the Greek island cruise. We're actually leaving from Venice. This is in June of this year, June 18th to 25th. I know we've got a couple people from Africa that have already committed to be able to go and have paid the fees to be able to go on the trip. You'll be able to meet leaders from around the world, and it's just going to be a great trip. We had one of our people that went to the Cayman Islands, took their family. Alan Platt took his family in Jamaica, he's got basically his family is 3 boys. They range in age from 13 to 19. And the 13-year-old basically that was at the event in Jamaica got to swim with the dolphins, and he said that was the best day of his life. This is a picture of Santorini, guys. I can only tell you that the Greek islands, if you get a chance to be able to go with us to the Greek islands, Santorini is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And those are some of the things that we do also as part of the Sherlock family, as part of the Sherlock culture. And you have a chance to be able to win that cruise as well. The other thing that we've done is we've just started also the Get 4, Pay No More. That started in the beginning of February, guys. And what we've done with that is you get 4 new affiliates, basically, that pay their monthly subscription, and your following month subscription is waived. As long as you have 4 people that are active, basically, on monthly subscription, your subscription is free. So your $49 is basically free, so there is no cost to the business. Where can you get involved, basically? So, let's look at it, really. $279. So you come in, you get 2 people, basically, in a week. That's $100 that you get there, right? And, our cab bonuses have been averaging between $125 to $150. So let's say that's $140, basically. So you bring in 2 new people, you've almost got your initial purchase price taken care of, and then you get 4 basically on your monthly subscription, and your business is free. Where do you see that, being able to have a worldwide business, being able to pay for it within a week, and then being able to have it ongoing for free? That's the opportunity with Sherlock. That's one of the reasons that we're so excited about the company. So that's a little bit about kind of, what you can expect from us, what's been happening. We are, our goal here as a company, again, is to be able to double again this year, to have that growth. And again, we're really excited about Africa. We're really excited about the opportunity in Africa. I appreciate those of you that have been patiently waiting for us to be able to get incorporated. We are very close to having that done and finalized, and I know that that's going to go a long way in helping you guys to be able to build your business in Africa and around the world as well. So really appreciate the opportunity to be able to share with you guys today. And Brandon, back to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wiedder. I know you have a very busy schedule, so thank you for taking time to talk with all of the members out there, especially in Africa. We have good leaders there, like you said, that have been patiently waiting for us to be able to do our business in Africa with Joseph Utux and Wafari and Pastor Irene, Noah, and Amarachi, Dr. David, and many other leaders that are poised to take advantage of bringing Sherlock to the entire continent of Africa, not just Nigeria. But before we close, I want to bring up we're only 3 black diamonds in the entire world. And he got up early on a Saturday morning to speak with us today just to share a little bit about what he's excited about with Sherlock Local and travel and anything else he'd like to share. But I want to bring up Black Diamond Chuck Williams. So Chuck, are you there?
Brandon, thank you very much. And I just want to welcome all of our team in Africa and those who have jumped on this webinar from around the world. Michael Wiedder, phenomenal job. And ladies and gentlemen, Brandon and I had the privilege of working closely with Michael almost on a daily basis, and we get to see where this company's going. And I just want to share a couple things. Sherlock Travel. We have partnered with one of the greatest travel platforms in the world, and you're going to be seeing an evolution of that just here in the next coming days. So it's only available right now to Sherlock affiliates, but it's a benefit. One of our affiliates in Cabo, Mexico actually brought this platform to the company. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth the price of being in our business alone. It is amazing. And then with our Get 4, Pay No More program, your monthly's waived. You're actually a part of this travel membership program with no monthly fee. Absolutely amazing. That's just one little tip of the iceberg. My favorite thing right now, it's hard to pick one because it's also extremely exciting, but I believe Sherlock Local is going to be the hottest thing any of us have ever seen. Michael mentioned that about 60 to 90 days we'll start a massive global expansion, and Nigeria is near the top of the list as far as having access to Sherlock Local. I believe, and I've told Michael this just as late as yesterday, I believe that we, Sherlock Nation, will be the hottest MLM company in the world by the end of 2016. I believe that. So what I encourage you to do is don't stall. Don't wait for anything. Overcome whatever obstacles you need to overcome. Build your base now. With all the different bonuses and things we have, I know things are not as easy as they're going to be in the near future. But don't wait. Build your base now. What we know is coming, not what we think is coming, what we know is coming in the next 60 to 90 days is going to blow the doors off the African continent as far as the business opportunity goes. And you, as leaders, have the opportunity to gird up and lead the way and build your base now. Michael mentioned that we're at the forefront of running a worldwide mobile business from mobile devices. I want that to sink in for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even take my laptop on presentations with me anymore. I do all my business on my mobile device. And I have a business that is worth millions of dollars already. Can you imagine what's going to happen as our company goes through the upcoming momentum phase? And we're going to expedite through that. We've just about come out of the formulation phase in that chart he was showing you. We're going to go through phases 2 and 3 like nobody's business. I remember it wasn't too long ago, Groupon was the fastest company to $1 billion a year in sales in the history of the world when they did it. I believe when our Sherlock Local program and some of these other initiatives that Michael and Thomas and the rest of the corporate team are working on behind the scenes, when they get rolled out this year, you are going to see a company, Sherlock Nation, absolutely explode on the scene. And ladies and gentlemen, Brandon, myself, and other leaders around the world, we know the types of leaders that are now joining our teams, some of them coming on quietly, but the word's getting out about Sherlock Nation. You in Africa are our leaders. You have the chance to step up and become that next generation of millionaires as we enter this new economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a time of scarcity. This is a time of abundance. This new economy, the internet, allows you to be a part of that. I want you to know that when Michael Wiedder was sharing with you, he doesn't have a teleprompter. He doesn't have a script. He's sharing with you right from his heart. And that's one of the things that attracts me to Michael Wiedder. It's his integrity, his heart, and his passion for you to be a part of this. He could easily do this a lot of different ways that would not include us. But he's chosen to go through the headaches of what network marketing has become and create the new standard for direct sales network marketing. Michael, I applaud you. I thank you, and I appreciate you. Brandon, back to you. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Wow, thank you, Che. You got me all excited. I'm ready to sign up all over again with you, what you're sharing, with Michael sharing. We are at the perfect time in this field, in this trends that's taking place right now. And now I want to make sure that you guys leave here with a call to action. You know, what are the next steps? Joseph Atukes and his team is working very hard behind the scenes to create a new relaunch in Nigeria. So there's going to be an event taking place at the beginning of April. We will get you guys all that information. So you don't want to wait until April to have your relaunch. That's going to start right now. Those of you that are guests that are on the line right now, you want to get back with the person who invited you. Let's get you signed up and positioned in the system to take advantage of the Get 4, Pay No More, and this leads into the power of 4. Let's work on getting your first 4 people locked in, so that way you've made over $500 the way our current compensation plan is set up. You've made your money back, and you're positioned to have your business for free. So you don't even have to worry about the monthly auto ship anymore. You're in the business for free. You have a team of 4. You've made some money. You're in profit, and you teach those 4 people to do the same, while on the back end, corporate's working behind the scenes to make sure you have all the tools necessary to continue the momentum and build your team in the process. So you're going to hear from Joseph Atukes very soon about when that next presentation live event in Lagos, Nigeria is going to take place. So you have everybody come out for this event, have a huge momentum getting started, and also you can go to SherlockNation.com. At the very top, you're going to see a button that says Events. Our events calendar is updated, so you don't just have to rely on events in your own country. There's events taking place around the world that you can plug people into and have an international business that's growing in South America, in Asia, in Europe, in the United States. We have a big event taking place in Dallas, Texas, April 7th, 8th, and 9th. We have events taking place every Saturday and Sunday in London, England, and we have events taking place in Asia. So make sure you go to those events and you can see what's going on and who do you know in these other parts of the world, so you don't have to just wait on just Nigeria. Even though I'm in California, Los Angeles, California, 99% of my organization is outside of the state of California. You want to build a worldwide business. So with that, thank you guys for showing up with us today. I want to thank special thank you to our CEO, Mr. Michael Wiedder, and also Black Diamond Chuck Williams for taking their time out to sharing with you guys. Let's put our heads down, go to work, and let's end the month of March out strong. Everybody move up to the next rank. If you're a star or affiliate, become a star affiliate. affiliate. If you're a star affiliate, become a power. If you're a power, become a global. If you're a global, become a diamond. So we still have a whole month in March left and new things that's coming to get excited about over the next 60 days. So thank you guys for joining us. God bless. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.